Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy P Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. I'm back in the book. I got my teaching hat on. I got a little fresh haircut. I'm ready to do work, and I got a few pages of information that I'm gonna get all of them in. So I don't give a crap about the clock, the time, the clock. Let's rock. I got a nice one today. It's gonna be fun. Right isms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Oh, you will when I get through. That's what I do. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. Waking them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And two, Maat, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about the task of right thinking and mystical philosophy. The goal, okay? The goal is to bring balance into your life on your terms. So, and we're going to talk about the 42 professions in Maat. I'm going to dress it up, size it up my way, modernize it, and I'm going to change the word to I have not to I no longer, because on all of these, I have done. So I'm guilty of all of them, but I no longer. So that's going to be a little lesson. And after that, I'm going to break you out into knowing a divine soul and my favorite, close out with reincarnation and transmigration of the soul. All that's in this lesson. Let's go. Get comfortable, prepare, get something to write with, maybe take notes, but I'm about to teach. Let's go. The task of all religious or mystical systems is to balance the interplay between male and female. Considered together, they call Mayate. That's harmony between two opposites coming together to work for the greater good. Men and women, they come together, they do their thing, they have offspring. That's the concept, harmony. You got to come together. So what happens when we get together is harmony when we doing it. But then when the baby comes, the father, the mother go bye-bye, and the baby left. If y'all make it, we should put that in law. If you make a baby, y'all got to take care of it together. Oh, they got child support. No. Physical. Be there. Okay? Y'all joined at the hip, so to speak. Why? That'll stop all this madness. Because it's way too bad. So that's my concept about that. And just, putting it in there. But the interplay between male and female, that's called Mayate. That's harmony. Two people work together. The household, harmonious. When the man and the woman come together, do what they got to do, that's harmony. That is the achieve an internal mode of consciousness, which is rooted in rooted in the one instead of being caught in the multiple interplay between two and three. In other words, keep the balance. Play your role. Do what you do. God, male, female, together, y'all make a whole. Now y'all can interact, you can grow, you can reproduce, all those things. We made in the image of God. I got that down here too. So let's go. So now here's a little tidbit for a lot of y'all who don't know. We used to have a matriarchal society where women was in charge. Y'all can't even fathom that, but okay, I love women in charge, first of all. Okay, but what happened was they kind of BS the man and played him for a sucker when it comes to the baby thing. He didn't know nothing about that. So when he found out, what do men do? Anger, revenge. So now we live in a patriarchal society where women got to be subservient to men. That pisses me off, but that's the concept. All right, let's go right quick. Get this out the way. Just another lesson in life. Evidence from prehistoric times, so I'm a historian, suggests in that an imbalance, what they try to show you how the imbalance between male and female. When it was balanced, the woman was in charge. The imbalance exists between man and women and humans such that females had control the knowledge of birth. Okay? So therefore they controlled men by keeping them ignorant. Again, I ain't gonna go back and forth with that. But right now, why women can't teach the word? Why women can't preach? I got a problem with that. Okay, and back then, women was the teachers, the preachers, the orchestrators of knowledge. They were the, okay, so I got a problem with the men thinking only they can, piss me off. But because they kept the men ignorant as to their participation in childbirth, y'all just a sperm donor, shut up, okay? And in 9 months, you come back and we give you a baby. All right, but some historians, again, this is a historical concept, believe that the women were able to maintain the illusion of superiority, which caused men to hold women in awe. And that's just was a fact. And men took it way wrong. What's this? So they get stupid. So therefore, women were able to pretty much control and manipulate men and even abuse them, unlike modern day today abuse the way men do women in our society. Women are objects. What the hell? That pisses me off. I really get passionate about this. That pisses me off. And y'all fall for it. Show your body, throw your body around. So I had to get that out. Y'all better than that. Y'all queens. Y'all goddesses. Y'all ain't no... They pleasure bots. Let them get robots for that. See, that's what they doing anyway. Perverts. All right. And what happened is, as men gradually became a little more knowledgeable gynecologists, they started understanding how the thing go about their participation in conception of the birth, they reacted in a vengeful manner right there. That is my problem right there. That's another fall of man, his ignorance. Thus, now civilizations plunged itself into other extremes, which back then eventually led to, remember the witch hunts, okay, and other atrocities committed to men to women. Ignorance. Well, they call it the imbalance. That's what it means. When it's more manly than women, no, that's imbalance. Again, that's what they showed. But the imbalance now, still on the side of what? The males, who now control women and seemingly everything else. We live in an egotistical world. It's the male. Egotistical, male chauvinist. Yeah. And some I'm proud of that, okay? But the imbalance on either side is a reflection of our, what? Individual consciousness. As a result, there is an imbalance that created in whatever is manifest in this physical world. Reality results in, you ready? Wars, sexism, racism, capitalism, and sense of what? Individuality. Egoism. We're driven by the ego. There's no spirit. There's no compassion, no love. That's what the women bring. The women bring love, compassion naturally. Men got to force it. That's the difference. And the ego is that what? Defiant. It's just hard. Okay. Some of them don't give in. He didn't change a bit. Okay. I said, dude, you should have gotten enlightened. He wasn't a bad dude, but he just did stuff that showed me this fits him. He fits the bill for me personally. I know him well, so I can use him as an example, not to do nothing but just use as an example. Moving on. And mental disease comes from that. Physical disease, anything that's imbalanced in the body will suffer. You treat the body what? Mind, body, and soul. If I'm just studying, meditating, and not working out, I'm missing on the body part. I go to the gym every day to take care of the body part. Study, practice, and do my other thing. So I'm doing everything in harmony so the body will react in that way. I haven't been to the doctor. I haven't been sick in over 10 years. I understand that now for a while. So, yeah. So I'm not trying to prove or make a point. I'm not teaching my concern. I'm teaching a lesson, so I need to get back to it. So therefore, anything that promotes balance of the apparent opposites in creation constitute followers of Maat philosophy. My favorite sign. And guess what? I'm a Capricorn, okay? But December, for the Egyptians, the sign for the Egyptians in this December, pyramids. I love that. It fits me pretty well. I love pyramids. So it fits. Moving on. I want to get that in. I just found that out. Look, tidbit information. TMI sometimes personal, but But the idea is to understand what harmony is. Harmony is the union of opposites. That's the ancient Egyptian proverb. It says now, from a deeper perspective, remember, God is dug down here by having an intuitive. I had that lesson, this talk with my pastor this morning. When he say God downloads information to him, I've been listening to that for years. I understand. So every now and then I say, yo, my man, you know that really is Aset. He said, how you spell that? I said, A-S-E-T. I can guarantee a penny to a fat man, he's going to go check up on that. That's what I'm talking about. Will he give me verses in the Bible? And I'll go respectfully and get the point. So now I'm returning the favor. All right. Again, give and receive. I just gave him some information that he looked at it one way. I looked at it different, but why should it be the same thing? That's what I look at and understand. But when you have understanding of what? The union, the underlying creation, and of its appearance of what? Duality. I just told you, God, male, female, we all one. And one can identify with this union of what? Oneness. I just gave that lesson too. And therefore, every religion, everybody teach God, oneness. Okay. But therefore, you have to cultivate this unity within oneself. So I get excited. That's where you come in at. You and God should have a relationship, a personal one-on-one. I do. My pastor got his. My mother advisor got hers. So everybody got their right. But some people don't think that's important. I understand that too. So moving on. But when your relationship is with God, it's personal. And when you benefit, once you do things to get his attention, to get his approval, to earn your blessing, that just makes you want to go more, do more. I'm here every day. I've been doing this now over 10 years. That's what drives me. Moving on, conceptually. Not the money, because I sure ain't making it ain't going there. Stop that. Get out of there. All right. But the ancient proverb says, from a deeper perspective, duality seems to be more than one, but it's really just one. And this is the basis of what we call Tantra Yoga, where in that concept, you seek in union with God. How? Through daily worship and understanding of the nature of female has the projection of male, which is God. Remember, God projected, woman receives it, we got creation, we got life. Bang, the big bang, conceptually. But it says, as above, so below. What's going on up here is going on down here. We are, again, God is spirit and consciousness. We are made in his image, but in the physical form, so that what? We house that spirit and consciousness in us. Once you realize that, you're good to go. Christ tell you, find the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, everybody say a bunch of good stuff, but when you can actually understand it and use it, you can see the manifestation of it from yourself and for yourself. That's what God is. Everybody got to talk about it. You need to know him for yourself. Don't believe in him, know him. Okay, they said you that. If we was to understand, this is my point as a teacher, I want you to understand that which is below, which is the physical manifestation, us in the flesh. When we will understand, become conscious, that which is above, which is spirit, you see me pointing up above, the spirit world, that's the universe, the cosmos, that's up there. Not heaven, that's what's up there. God who causes this physical world to exist out of himself If we were to understand that the human constitution, we will fully understand the cosmic constitution also. Why? Because the manifestation is an exact image of the source. I hope you understand this. For every function, every organ in our body has a perfect function, and everything in the universe does the same thing. Microcosm, we all one the same. But a lot of us got free will, so depending on what you do with your thought, your process, depending on how far you go, and if you're going to keep coming here and having fun here in the physical world, we're spiritual beings having a physical experience.